Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, time of possession should be a factor. The Broncos are #1 in third down percentage, and they'll be up against a Pats team looking to shut that down. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And they're led out by a guy who's done just about everything you could ever imagine to do in this league, the great Tom Brady.
It's been a lot of fun watching him develop in his career. But that will to win, he's had that probably since birth, and it transmits itself throughout his entire ball club. Watching him play, it can be an absolute joy unless you're on the other team.
Throwing on first down is Brady, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. On play action, it's Brady. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Marcel Darius breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
Well, that's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Here we go.
On first and 10, Watson. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very solid gain of 27.
Ohio, let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Here we go. Flex round.
Watson on first down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The numbers for Hill a week ago. He took out some anger, some apparent anger against that defense. The yards just kept going up and up and up.
Yeah, he was just running up and down the field doing whatever he wanted. By the end of the game, he was seeing 2, sometimes 3 defenders on every snap, yet he was still making play after play. It was like he was running routes versus air in practice. We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Call it a 3-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
4th and 1, this is what fullbacks live for. They're always the guys with all the marks on their helmets because they love sticking their heads in there to fight for the tough yards. And he gets the tough yards here to give his guys a first down.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Patriots have it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shaquille Barrett coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Ready to throw on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And down he'll go at the 25. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call. And they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
It's taken to the 26. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Dante Hightower coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Third and long. It's Watson. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger play now. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Returnable here from the 38. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Denver getting set to take the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They complete it to Hill. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A big play there on 3rd down for the Broncos. 41 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Look at the big man rumble. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
I think they're going to have to make some decisions here. That's his 2nd fumble here in the 1st quarter. And what I mean by that is, do you have the confidence to stay with him? Or are you going to have to make a change and maybe go to someone else?
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's brought down. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week, 5 catches, 62 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Marshall in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit him over the top.
And he will find his man on the outside. And all the way in. Touchdown. And what a moment we have just witnessed. We have a new all-time passing touchdown leader.
And how fortunate are we to be here to witness this in person, to see someone take their spot at the top of the list, one of the all-time great records in sports.
Now Adam Vinatieri for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly doesn't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 2nd down, Johnson found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. And now out come the Patriots. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They try again with Lewis. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's got room. Nice stiff arm.
Underused, but still effective.
A gain of 32 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on the field.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shane Ray in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And the pressure gets to him again. He was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the 2nd quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try it out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's been good so far to this point in the 2nd quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the 2nd quarter.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with 3rd and just a couple.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move as that gives him a 1st down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that 1st down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. That one taken in by Carlos Henderson. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
It takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to rumble.
Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And, look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing now is Brady. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding.
Holding, offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Looking to throw on second down. Brady. And he's got his man on the out route. 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And some space here. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Jerick McKinnon taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot. offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Remain here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. To throw on second down, Brady. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Dion Lewis, the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dion Lewis, 78 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. We get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
They go play action here on first down. Now he's forced out right. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them, they've sacked back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Man, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second down, here's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get you caught up on all the highlights from the first half. The Broncos haven't played their best football and trail because of it. The Patriots have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half.
And no update from Larry this week, apparently. We'll try again in Week 7. But for now, let's get back to the action, ready to kick off the second half. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they missed a golden opportunity.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on third down, Watson. He is going to find Hill here. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And Hill with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
To throw on second is Watson. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Watson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
It'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Again, it's Lewis. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Shane Ray in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. 51 yards on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Watson now looking to throw on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. On target over the middle to Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Here we go!
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Derek Wolfe in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Brandon Marshall in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
From Soldier Field, meanwhile, in Chicago, a third-quarter score. The Chiefs have taken the lead in that one. Joe Mixon with a touchdown in that one. Here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. The Broncos on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Patriots take over. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
A big play there for New England. 47 yards.
That could not have been timed out any better, and that's exactly what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is...
Oh, and Lewis lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker. From
a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So the Patriots coming out now. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Derek Wolfe in there for the sack, and he's closing in on that all-time record. That's number 19 on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Brady gives this one to Lewis. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. New England on third down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is third down and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw is Brady. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. Give him 5 on the play there. And it'll be first down, New England. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
Going underneath for Lewis. 20, 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dion Lewis with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because They're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Watson now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go with Johnson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and minicamps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it in the feet.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Following the fumble recovery, Brady is going to flip one out here to his running back. Good move at the 30, and they're able to get this one down to the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Brady now on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
As to you said big third down, I'd put the word big in capital letters here. That he will have a first down here at about the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Let's go! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Second down, just 1 yard to go. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And Watson's going to throw it here. Flush to his right. And some room to roam now. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Now Watson, and this is caught, and that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable, but do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense, but that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Brady now on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game.